Alright, so this is the pyramid that I was talking to you guys about. As you can see, I put the Egyptian eye of Ra on the front, and it's lit up so at night you can actually see it still. There's a diamond apex to the pyramid. So as you go into the first entrance, you can choose one of two ways. Either way leads to traps and to the switch you need to get to open up the king and queen burial chambers. The first, if you walk over one of these, it closes behind you as to trap you, so you can't get out. Same thing with this one. That is going to be a room that's like a decoy room, just another room with a bunch of more along the lines of sacred items, actually. Not a decoy room, more along the lines of storage next to the king's chamber. And it will be booby trapped, and we'll have a monster spawner that will spawn monsters when you go inside. This is the correct path to go through without getting attacked by anything, but I haven't finished this part. It'll lead to some other chambers. But let's go ahead and jump out of here so that you guys can see the other entrances. So if you go this way, this is pretty cool. Obviously it closes behind you, so you can't get out. I set this up, and this only took me a little while to make, but basically it's just like Indiana Jones style. It's a little trap. See that? It works beautifully. Oh, alright. So, going back. So, I haven't set up the entire trap door to open up the real entrance, which is right here, but I will show you what will happen once it does open. Once it does open, it'll be revealed just like this, underneath the Eye of Ra, basically for protection. And you will go down. You won't see this, because this is triggered by a button up there. I will show you how that works in a second. But down there, that's my phone. Down there, this is the treasure room. This is where all of the basic treasure will go. It's just, according to the Giza pyramids, this is just a burial chamber that would like an antechamber, and it's directly below the top of the pyramid. Like literally, these 4 blocks are the 4 top blocks of the pyramid as you go up. But I'm going to make this like a decoy treasure room, and I'm going to make a hidden lever to where the outside will go down into a staircase, a spiral staircase, into a room that'll be like 5 times this big, and it'll be stored with a bunch of cool little monuments I'm going to make. But anyway, going up here, we have the grand hall. I wish I could have made it a lot taller like it should look, but I didn't have enough. I didn't build the pyramid tall enough because the map only goes a certain height. But either way, I'm going to make this more elaborate, but as of right now, the left side opens up the king's chamber. Oh shit. There we go. And voila, you have the king's chamber. There's the king's sarcophagus. And these are what they use to more along the lines of protection for the sarcophagus and the dead pharaoh. It's basically just more scaffolding to help relieve the pressures from the tons and tons of rock that are above, bearing down on this open chasm inside. So these are just structural support to keep it from falling in on the sarcophagus. Anyway, this button will end up opening the queen's chamber, which is right here, which is below the king's chamber. I didn't do it right. Have to fix that. One less dirt over here. But this is the queen's chamber. This is the queen's sarcophagus. I'll probably make it a little bit bigger, but as of right now, I was just making it. But anyway, there you have it. And what was really nifty, I thought, was... Actually, I never showed you this. Yeah, this is the inside of my pyramid. This is what you don't get to see. when you're going through it, because this is all the structure that I've built and I put together myself. This is the trap. Right now I was just working on making an auto dispenser so it'll completely... But anyway, that's getting off topic. It's getting too much into Minecraft. Okay. So... Anyway. Here's all my stuff. Okay. But anyway, as you can see, it works very effectively. But as you go through this next thing, basically, I wanted to show you, was I made a spike pit. But since there's no spikes, I made a cactus, because if you fall in cactus, you get hurt. And the fence are too high, so if you fall in between, you can't get out. So that's what the purpose of this for, and you're supposed to just jump across to get around these. And then that's a decoy, because normally you're not supposed to be able to make that, so if you can, you're lucky. And these are just for fun. I made a petting zoo, and then I'm going to make an art gallery over here. Basically, it's just going to mimic murals and hieroglyphics with the spells and stuff, but I can't really make my own paintings. I wish I could. But I'm just going to put a bunch of paintings all over the walls here. It's going to look all nice. And then the final trap will be a floor that if you don't run through and keep moving, you will fall into a pit of lava, because the floor will start falling in after you, like falling down as you walk on it. And then there will be a little lever over here that will open up the the chambers for the king and the queen and the treasure. So, last thing I'd like to show you. Oh, look, it's done. All right. Last thing I'd like to show you is I thought it would be pretty cool, but I built it into the sides of the mountain, so it still looked like it was half buried. But other than that, that's it. That's all I have. Thanks for watching. And that's what it looks like lit up. That's just something I'm working on. But